Y'all thought I was finished? Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Hey, I'm your host, Port City Ace, and guess what? The divisional round is set. Yes, we are going to play the Giants. All right, so the New York Giants are coming to Philadelphia. They're coming to the house. They got to come see us for the third time. Number 3. Third time, baby. So number 1 versus number 6. The Giants today actually played Minnesota, and to be honest with you, I told y'all, if you go back and watch the last video that I just did, just kind of talking about the playoffs and everything else, I always knew that the Vikings were fraudulent, and like the way they've been winning games and everything else, like it's been some really, really, really close nail biters that I really felt like they probably shouldn't have won, but that's neither here nor there. Like they won the game, right? And so the Giants came into Minnesota and beat them 31-24. And really, to be honest with you, man, it's really a Kirk Cousins world. Like Kirk Cousins really is not that guy when it comes to any kind of primetime game, like Monday night games, Thursday night games, like any game where he's just kind of the only person on TV, bro, he can't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And like I said, I really was expecting for the Giants to win, to be honest with you. So it really didn't surprise me as it did a lot of other people. I don't know why, because if you go back and you look at the Minnesota versus the Giants game early in the season, I know Minnesota won that game, but it was a last-second field goal, and it just was a lot of kind of stuff that could have went the Giants' way, and the Giants could have won the game, right? So I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. I really would like to see the Giants. I'm not scared of Dallas, or I'm not scared of any other team per se, Tampa Bay, right? But the Giants would have been a pretty good game. We just played them 2 weeks ago, even though they didn't have the starting quarterback or the backup running back starting running back Saquon, and some of the other starters, right? They didn't have a lot of individuals that played that game 2 weeks ago, but they did have all those individuals play the first meeting, and we beat them by like 20 plus, right? So, to be honest with you, I'm not really even, taking this game lightly at all, because I know the Giants is a really good team. I know that they're a well-coached team. They're one of the teams that want to fight for their coach, and their coach seems like a really good coach, right? But, everything that we have right now on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, and special teams wise, I feel like, of course, man for man across the board, we are the better team. We're the more superior team. To be honest with you, I think on the defensive side of the ball, even for today, right, Daniel Jones actually ran for like 70, 80 yards today. And that's one thing that I feel like we as the Eagles, we really need to kind of look out for, to be honest with you, is just Daniel Jones running the ball to try to help them move the chains and everything else, because he really always run the ball pretty decent against the Eagles. I'm not even going to cap. Like, he really is one of the guys who, as far as like running quarterbacks, you don't consider him just to be a running quarterback, quote unquote, right? But he is a running quarterback. Today he actually had like 17 carries a day. So yes, he is a running quarterback, right? So defensively, I think that really need to be the main thing that we need to do, is really stop his running ability, and really kind of crowd the line and make him beat us throwing the ball. Now, the crazy part about it is the day he actually threw for 300 plus yards, right? Minnesota secondary isn't what our secondary is. Minnesota pass rush isn't what our pass rush is. So I'm not really as worried about him actually putting up a whole lot of passing yards against us, right? But I'm more worried about him getting out, a 3rd and 6, and then he kind of, keep the chains moving, the chains rolling or whatever, and some other big plays that can really kind of hurt us in bad spots, right? So I'm not worried about that per se. I'm not worried about their offense. Now, our offense, let's look into the Eagles offense. Our offense, we're just kind of getting some guys back. Last week we got C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. We also have Josh Sweat coming back this week. Lane Johnson said he's a go. Of course, Jalen just came back last week. So we have a lot of guys coming back, and this bye week here really was a great thing for us. We needed it. Some people hate the fact of having a bye week. They just want to kind of play all the way through, right? But For us and what we have going on and our current situation, we needed this bye week to get some guys fresh, to get the guys off their feet, to get them guys from getting beat up, and all those other kind of things. So, offensively, man, I really feel like this should be a game for us where we dominate. We have to dominate. And when I say dominate, I don't want it to be a situation where Jalen is running the ball every damn other play. Like, no, I mean, if it's, I don't want him to have called run plays unless it is actually at the end, like right at the goal line, or trying to get into the end zone, right? I really don't want him to just have 18 carries or 17 carries. I know it's the playoffs. I know you want to kind of, have, let your hair loose, and, tomorrow's not promised, the next play is not promised, right? But I want it to be a situation where when we do run, it's more smarter runs to protect our quarterback, because he really needs some protection. You know what I'm saying, in regards to us not just calling just run plays directly for him, right? So overall, man, I'm excited. Like I said, I don't know exactly what day this actual game is going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be Sunday, but we are playing the Giants. All right, the Giants. We are going to see them either Saturday or Sunday. And me personally, I really feel like the Eagles should win this game 29. I'm going to say 29 to 17. 29-17 is my final score for this game. And then we get to the championship game, and whoever wins that game, the following game, ends up coming to Philly anyway. So, yeah, everybody, yeah, y'all go ahead and book your flights and come to Philly. And, we ready for y'all. So that's what we have. But I'm your host, Port City Ace. Thank you guys again. And the divisional round is this week. We are going to kick ass. We're going to take names. We're going to the next round, which is the conference championship. All right. So see you guys later. I'm your host. Peace.